Hello everyone. I thought I would give y'all a look at what I have put out for Christmas so far. And I'm going to take you around and show you what I've put. This is my centerpiece for my table. Okay, we're going to start in the living room. And on my mantle, the only thing I have is this. This is one of my favorite things. I thrifted this snowman years ago. Matter of fact, we was still in the house where we raised our kids. And it was like $1 or 50 cents. And then I bought the little wreath that's around it at the Dollar Tree a few years ago. So I just stuck it on that little snowman. And here we are at the little tree that y'all have already seen. And then this little snowman, my sister gifted it to me years ago. And I have it sitting on the little vintage spool that I have. And then right here, I put, "We wish you a Merry Christmas" down in this little tree, and I put it beside this chair that was my mother-in-law's. So that's what I have right there. And then up on my TV stand or cabinet, I put this little tree. It's so cute. Put it in a little milk glass cup. And then over here on my my little candle holder things, these were wooden, and I whitewashed them, and then I sanded them to make them look older. But that's what's on my little candle holders. Is there little wreaths that go around it. And then right here beside my fridge is a thing that my sister made me a few years back. And so I just stuck him right there. It's on an old piece of wood, and she painted the snowman and the little stars on it. I love it. And the only thing I have on this shelf is that little rocking horse. And it is made out of, it's vintage, and it's made out of terracotta. And I just love it. That's the only thing I stuck on this little thing that, it's a shelf that my daddy made me years ago out of flooring that came out of a church that was built in the 1800s. So I love this cabinet. He made me and my sister one. So that's the only thing I have right here on this little shelf. And then in my guest bathroom, it's gray and white in here. I have a white shower curtain. But I put this Thomas Kincaid little picture in here. I thrifted it years ago. I believe it was outside for free after Christmas. It's a really heavy frame, and it is so beautiful. And I always put this in here, and I will leave it through the winter. A lot of this stuff that's just snowmen and stuff, I leave out through the winter. But then I have that on the back of the toilet, and it has the little fairy lights in it. But that's what I put in my guest bathroom. And then over here on my hutch, I have this little snow lady spoon rest. I just stuck her in there just to give it a little bit of a Christmas look. And then I have my green vintage plates that I put out all year round, but that just ties in so good for Christmas. And then I have a little wreath right here that has the little berries in it. And that's really, and my little angel that a lady gave me from Instagram. She had a candle shop at the time. She gave me that, and I've never burned it. I just love that little angel. It stays there all the time. And right here is a little ornament that I got from somebody the year the pastor went home to be with the Lord. It was to be a gift to me and him that Christmas. So I used to leave it out all year round, but I've been putting it up. But it goes so well with this little heart that somebody from Instagram sent me a few years back to put out for Christmas. I love that. And this is the back side of my centerpiece for my table. Y'all know that bell, I thrifted it a few weeks back for my surgery at the Goodwill, and I paid 91 cents for it. And it is $10.99 at Hobby Lobby, and they do have it again this year. And this little ornament that I was showing y'all, it has faith, hope, love. I love that. And then right here, I just have a vintage tree canister that I thrifted when me and my aunt and my cousin went thrifting a few years ago. And I just stuck a little bottle brush tree in it. And then right here, I just stuck a little bottle brush tree. That's a lot to say, ain't it? And then over here, I done the same thing. In my ironstone, I just stuck that little pick in it. I stuck a bottle brush tree there and one there. And then I rotate my butter pats, and I have a green one on the top because of Christmas. So then here is a towel that was gifted to me the same year the pastor went home to be with the Lord. It says, Jesus is the reason for the season. And here is my coffee bar, and I have a vintage little square. Y'all have seen it. I can't remember the name of it, but it's vintage. But I traded it out for this vintage snowman and put some little coffee pods in there for my Keurig. So that's what's here. And give us this day our daily bread. That give us this day our daily bread is the same as I have above the refrigerator, and they both stay out year round. There's the star. It stays out all the time. But I stuck this little tree up there just to have it. And I haven't put out my little church yet. Y'all know it lights up. I haven't put it out. Okay, and in my mud laundry room, I just stuck out this red. I traded out my white candle for this red one. And then over here, I just took another vintage tree cookie jar and stuck it right there. Then I had another one that I stuck right here, and it has the vintage ornaments, the glass ornaments in it. And the little ornament somebody gifted me, I believe last year, Christmas Begins with Christ. And then that one that says joy, and it has a song on it. And then the tray that's underneath is the Fitz and Floyd that I thrifted years ago for, I think, $1. And that thing is like $35 if you try to buy it on eBay. So that's what I have there. And then here at the back door when you come in, on my coat rack that the pastor made me years ago, I just put this pick that has the pine cones in it. And then the Noel, that's one of the wreaths that I thrifted. But the one I showed you on the hutch, I cut the ribbon off, and I took the saying off. I can't remember what was on it. But I left the Noel on this one. And there's where I hang my little boggins and my headbands that when I walk, I can just grab them as I go out the door. But I have this paired with that brass horn on my my little coat rack. Well, y'all, I'm going to end it here. The only thing I have to put out is that little church, so I'm excited to try to find a place that Tucker can't get into that. Last year, I believe I had it on the fridge. I won't have room for it this year, but I believe I will put it on the top of my hutch. But as I always say, know that I love you. I'm praying for you, but the Lord loves us so much more.